Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
To be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
It's hard to believe with all this production that Amari Cooper keeps changing teams, but no matter where he goes, he just continues to produce. 3 years in Oakland, traded. 3 years in Dallas, traded again, this time to the Cleveland Browns. And now with the Browns here, he produces a first down, coming off a career-best 8 touchdowns in 2021.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. The Browns at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offense.
And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? You stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key third down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Again on first down, Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, and it's a...
They have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Runs over him, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
On the keeper, this is Watson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. We're scoreless after 1. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Touchdown on the year. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
On the jump.
Handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a great defender. Everson Griffin making a great defensive play there for a loss. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Pickett will look to throw it here. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Here's Austin. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pickett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage.
Pickett lost it, and this is picked up by the Browns. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
Now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Pickett to throw on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, this is Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Pickett. Throwing left side. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Pickett on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. A York on now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Completes this one to Pickens. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's another carry for Harris. And some space here. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Extra point now by Boswell. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense. But, yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big game. Sights, but he could not reel it in. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, and their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're...
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Pickett back to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Here we go, here we go.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
60 Eagles, go!
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They run again with Harris. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 169 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Off play action, Pickett. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Defensively, that screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Pickett. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Okay, ready? 19 right. Back 60. 18 left.
Here's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Pickett to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw here, Pickett. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And Watson's going to throw it here. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one.